Hey everybody, Wave 3 News Meteorologist Ryan Hoke here with you with a Saturday morning edition of the Hokey video blog. Hope everything's off to a nice start here on your weekend. We do have some clouds around and even a few showers for later today, but I don't think they'll be quite as widespread or as heavy in some places as what we saw yesterday. Of course, Louisville only picked up about 1/10 of an inch of rain, Oldham County about 3 or 4/100ths of an inch, but folks down near Campbellsville picked up about 3/10 of an inch. So the rain yesterday was more heavy as you got to the south and east of Louisville. Today, that'll likely be the theme as well. Let's talk about today's Hokey weather fact. It's a good thing we don't have any big, heavy rains in our forecast, because that could take out some of our fall foliage. When you get those early to middle fall here, those big rainstorms with wind, that can take off the leaves before they're ready to turn the oranges, the reds, and the yellows that we like to see this time of year. So the lack of rainfall and the plenty of sunshine, that's what we want to see to get the best fall foliage. That's today's Hokey weather fact. Outside now in Bardstown, gloomy morning, few breaks in the clouds here and there. Otherwise, we do have a couple of showers that have been trying to move through our southern counties, but they're mostly out of our counties for now. We'll see a few additional showers this morning. A better chance by this afternoon, though. It's all part of a system that is moving through the Tennessee Valley at this time. It's an upper-level low, and these upper-level lows are essentially pockets of cool air above our heads. Cool air creates instability, hence why we get some of these showers to form. When you get the heating of the day that hit it as well, that causes more instability because the surface of the earth is heating up faster than what it is aloft, and that causes that air to rise and create those little showers. That's probably our secondary Hokey weather fact of the day, isn't it? Now, this system is interesting because we've got the upper low component of it sitting right over here. Now, that's going to be at about 18,000 feet above our heads, where that low is. Now, the surface reflection is all the way down here. That low is going to be off the Carolina coast. That's why they're getting so many showers this morning out that way. And around here, we're not going to see quite as much of that because a lot of this tropical moisture is going to get stopped by the Appalachian Mountains. We saw that yesterday. That's why they kind of ran out of steam as they got toward us, because you get that downsloping flow, and that's a drying motion of the atmosphere when you get the downsloping down through the mountains there. So probably more than you ever wanted to know about this afternoon shower chance, but there you go. It'll be a cloudy one as well. Temperatures today, right now in the 60s at least, some 50s down to our south where they've had a little less cloud cover. Cloud cover is going to stay stout with us today. It's going to be here. It's going to be pretty thick. We'll see only lower to middle 70s for highs today. Few of those showers moving in as we go throughout the afternoon, but notice how scattered and really not that widespread at all that they are. So if you're heading out to the football games, you should be in pretty decent shape. You might need to take a poncho, though, just in case one of those brief showers moves over your location. By tonight, we lose the heating of the day, hence we lose the showers. Notice how they continue in eastern Kentucky, though, near the foothills of the Appalachian Mountain Range. By tomorrow morning, we'll be in the lower 60s if you're waking up with us here on Wave 3 News Weekend Sunrise. Hey, let's talk football in a little more depth here. We've got the U of L game going on this evening at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. Those who will be tailgating, you'll have a better chance of seeing a shower than those who will be just heading to the game. So it'll be a lowering shower chance as we head throughout the evening. The UK game, very similar story, but because it starts 90 minutes later, that chance is even lower, the shower chance is, and the temperatures will be getting down to the mid-60s by 11 o'clock there in Lexington. For Bowling Green, those heading to the WKU football game against Miami, will be starting out in the 70s, ending up near 70, with only a 20% chance for a shower. So it's not a terrible day for football. It's going to feel very fall-like out there, maybe damp at times, but really I think it's going to be dry for the most part. Here's a look at that 7-day breakdown. I wanted to point out that rain chance on Saturday in a little more detail here for you. You'll notice how it does get up to about a 30% chance as we go throughout the 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 o'clock hours, then it begins to go down after that point. Marion County Ham Days Parade goes on this afternoon. Been to that before. Fun event for sure. 70s. We've got that chance for a shower, and since that chance for the shower is going to be better to our south and east, that's why we've given Marion County that 30% shower chance through 2 and 3 o'clock. Also got many events going on today, including the Art and Heritage Fair and Nulu Fest. Nulu Fest is a fun one out there in Nulu this afternoon and this evening. Enjoy that one if you're headed out. Sunday, that's when we've got the Hunger Walk going on at E.P. Tom Sawyer State Park. Temperatures, well, they're going to be in the 70s and the 80s. Yes, the 80s are back. Only a very small shower chance, even smaller than today as we head throughout that time frame. We've also got the super blood moon lunar eclipse. Say that 3 times fast. Here's the deal with it. Not everyone's going to be able to see this, I don't think. And in fact, a lot of us may not because of the cloud cover. We've given it about a 40% chance of seeing that eclipse. But if you do see it, it'll be a full moon. It'll be a lunar eclipse, and the moon will be closest to the Earth. It will be during its entire rotation around the Earth. It's called lunar perigee, and because the moon's orbit around the Earth is an ellipse, much like the Earth's orbit around the Sun. So we get that close part of the ellipse, makes it about 14% bigger. You can kind of see it with your naked eye, how much bigger it is, but you won't be able to tell that much. Really, it's going to be the color, it's going to be the eclipse that you're going to be able to see. All 3 of these lining up, though. The last time this happened, 1982, and there was one that happened, or is going to happen, I should say, in 2033. That's the next one. So it's going to be a big thing if you do see it, because it's going to be a long time till we see it again. 9:07 p.m. tomorrow night is when it begins. It'll be in totality at 10:11, and sometime around, I should say 11 o'clock is when we'll start wrapping things up. Should be about an hour inside of that full lunar eclipse window that we'll be able to see it. So plenty of time to get outside and enjoy that if the clouds cooperate. Hopefully that hour of time gives us some time to get some other folks on board in seeing it. Wednesday is Waterfront Wednesday, and you'll notice that we've got temperatures in the 70s during that time. I've lowered that temperature a little bit, and I've kept the cloud cover as well for the most part, but I've dropped it off at night a little bit. Only a 20% chance for a shower. I've dropped that as well. Rest of the week, 80s expected. I will say that the Wednesday through Friday time frame, not very predictable at this point. Very low confidence forecast there, because as this tropical system comes up from the south on our Tuesday, that may throw a wrench in the rest of the week's forecast and how things will evolve, because there's a front coming in as well. How those two interact, how long they stay around, kind of up in the air at this point. So we've given it our best guess on the 14-day earliest alert outlook. 80s for October 3rd. May need to lower that to 70s, and then 70s throughout that rest of the entire week there. Good rain chance there on the 4th as we get another front in here. The Canadian, the Euro on board with that. The GFS not so much. Then another one by the 8th. That's just the GFS talking at this point. We may have a day or two in the 60s out of that range there, but we will be able to pinpoint that a little closer to time. That's it for now. Thanks for joining us for the Hokey video blog. Enjoy your Saturday. I will see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning, starting at 5 a.m. on Wave 3 News Weekend Sunrise. See you then.